Okay, good evening, guys. Welcome to John Lewis Invictus Academy Go Team meeting. The time is 6:07 p.m. First, we'd like to take attendance. Miss Andrea, can you help us to do that?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Jones. When I call your name, please respond. Principal Garner.
Present.
Ms. Laster, Taisha Laster, has not come on as a here. Thank you, Ms. Laster, and welcome.
Okay.
Ms. Pruitt.
Here.
Thank you. And Ms. Hines is not going to be present. Ms. Leslie, Ms. Rump.
Present.
Ms. Jones.
Present.
Ms. Edelson said she would not be able to make it, and Ms. Kirkpatrick.
Present.
Thank you.
Awesome. This team will only be able to take official action if a quorum is present. Is there a quorum present?
Yes, there is a quorum present.
All right, let's proceed to the action items.
Okay.
Next page. Okay, our first, we actually don't have any action items.
Just the approval of the agenda, previous agenda.
So the first item that our first order of business is to approve the minutes from the last meeting. May I have a motion to approve the agenda? We review the approve of minutes. The minutes have been provided to you. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Sorry, guys. Okay, if there are no further corrections, may I have a motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes?
Motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes.
Awesome. Can I have a second?
A second.
Awesome. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. Okay. So our first action item. Do I have any action? We approve the minutes. Ms. Leslie, are there any other action items that I'm not seeing here?
No, that is it.
Awesome. So we are finished with the action items. We'll now move to the discussion items on our agenda. So the first discussion item that we have are to approve can you read that for me, Miss Leslie? What's
Yes.
that first?
It was just the year-end closeout. If there are any things that need to be discussed to close out the Go Team year. And then also the John Lewis Invictus Academy uniform policy.
Yes, okay.
I do have one question. I know the Go Team, I guess, committee from the district sent us some things that we needed to update as far as our website is concerned. Were we able to get everything updated?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, everything was updated. Did everyone take their budget training?
There was only 4 people that needed to take it. And those 4 people should have known who they were. And so from what I understand is that everyone has completed it.
Okay.
Is there anyone else that has not completed the budget training?
I did not do it. I'm gonna do it on get off from Zoom because I just seen it.
Okay.
I just seen it today, so I will do it when we get off.
Okay. Are there any other people that are missing that? All right. And Ms. Laster, if you need any help, just let us know. That should be the only thing on there for the year-end closeout.
All right. Thank you for that.
Discussion item number 2 is the John Lewis Invictus Academy uniform policy.
Yeah, so this is something that's really been pressing on my mind, and I really want to hear, if at all possible, I really want to hear from Ms. Laster and Ms. Pruitt. For me, I think after a lot of counsel and conversations that I've had with people who I respect and I really, I admire, um, I really think that our school uniforms are necessary. Um, but uniforms can be something that schools spend a lot of time on policing. And I did not, we don't have time for one to spend a lot of time doing that every day, right? The most important thing is that our kids are exposed to a quality education on a day-to-day basis. But it's also important that we look presentable and that our students understand that there is a standard for a dress code. And I also understand that it does help our parents out with having a uniform policy in a lot of cases because they don't have to worry about spending so much money on maybe clothes and shoes or trying to buy the latest trends that may be available. So uniforms help us to be safe in some regard. So I know I only have two parents here, but I do want to hear your perspective on school uniforms before I make a recommendation to this board. Ms. Pruitt or Ms. Laster, what are your thoughts?
Thoughts are that the uniform policy should be strictly enforced because, like you said, it's the appearance. Because a lot of parents are not able to buy the latest fashion, and it does send some standard of quality. All the kids look the same. The issue the issue becomes not necessarily policing, but I think if you put your foot down at the beginning of the school year with the parents and let them know that, hey, this is the standard, uniform policy would be, strictly enforced, that they would get on board. Um, Another thing that, it keeps your students, from envying what other kids have on. That's a distraction. That has always been a distraction. Uh, but the thing is getting the parents on board. It's not so much the students. A lot of the students are not, independent to the point where they buy their own clothes. It's the parents. And I believe once you get the parents on board and let them know that, hey, this is a uniform school, dress code will be enforced because quite frankly, those kids that go to school in Buckhead and Morningside and those other affluent areas, they don't have an issue. Those parents don't have an issue. It's just that.
Okay.
This is mine.
Okay. Thank you for that. I respect that. Ms. Laster, your thoughts?
I don't, I mean, the uniforms are okay. I just think kids are more like, so wearing the same color every day. So they don't want to wear the same shirt every day, like the same color, So they was talking about that. And I was like, well, I know y'all do it by grade level, but like every school is different too. So we can't even say what other schools do, because I know some schools don't even wear them, I just think that the only thing I think you need to change about uniforms is like the colors, like making them wear the same color every day. Like they should have the option to wear white, orange, or blue. So that's the only thing. It's the only problem I ever had with that. Like, cause I'm like, my daughter don't want to wear blue every day, And girls ain't gonna want to wear blue. They want to wear white shirts sometimes. They like white. So like, it just depends. Especially if they trying to match their shoes with, they already got to wear uniforms, So that's the only thing I say change about it. Like if you're gonna change anything, but uniforms, you need to wear uniforms. So I mean, some schools are like Morningside don't wear uniforms. I know that for a fact. I'm over there. But they wear uniforms. Like a lot of schools wear uniforms. So I mean, it just depends on you what you want to do. This your school, I can't I can't do nothing but respect what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I know what these kids want. They don't want to wear the same shirt every day.
Okay.
So
All right. I respect that too. Thank you. Thank you for that perspective. This is our school. But, and I know what you mean. But I do want to, I do want to set a standard, a little perspective on the rationale for the different colors is just because we want to be able to clearly identify grade levels. So 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, as our students progress. But the biggest thing for me is that, Ms. Kirkpatrick and I were talking and she's learning, we're learning each other. And one of the things she said was like, you either want it all the way or no. And that's kind of, it's kind of how I think. Just to give you a little bit, if we say we're going to do something, I want 100%. And that sometimes that may not be as realistic as I would like for it to be. But I do agree that we should stick to a uniform policy. I will engage our student voice in this conversation before I send communication out to families over the summer about our uniform. But I do want to put the recommendation out to this team, and it's something that we need to vote on as a go team for John Lewis and Victus Academy for our school. Because in order for it to be a true policy, it has to be voted on by the go team, meaning we have to agree. And then from there, I need to get student voice behind it to make it official. Because once it becomes official, then like as Ms. Pruitt said, I can enforce. But right now we wear uniforms and it's unofficial because it hasn't gone through this official process. So with that being said, I would like to recommend to this team and for us to vote on, I would like to recommend that John Lewis and Victus Academy be a uniform school. If we can go through the process of voting on that, and however the vote stands, if it becomes official, then we can make it official. I need it to be reflected in the board minutes and that to be also on the website. So what's our process for that?
Well, it says that if we want to move an item from discussion and take a vote, we will just treat it as an action item. And so I'm guessing we can do that now since this is the last one. But what is the actual thing we're voting? Is it to keep the policy as it is? Is it to?
It is to. So right now, we are unofficial uniform school. So the vote is to vote that John Lewis and Victus Academy will be a uniform school. As it stands right now, I would like for the uniform. I'm recommending that the uniform does remain as is on our website, meaning it be khaki pants, a brown, navy pants, closed-toe shoes, and as it stands right now, navy blue shirt, 6th grade, gray shirt for 7th grade, and orange for 8th grade. But I do stand to, before finalizing like the colors of the shirt, I will solicit student voice as much as I can around that. But that's the recommendation at this time, is for us to be an official uniform school. That's been voted on by our GO team.
Okay. So I think we can take a vote. So the action item that is now an action item is to vote on whether John Lewis Victus Academy can provide the district with a uniform, a yes, opted in yes for a uniform policy. All in favor of this being a part of John Lewis, please say aye.
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 Okay. All opposed, please say nay. Are there any abstentions? Please say abstain. Okay.
All right.
And I think we just put that conclusion into the notes, and then we'll submit that, Miss Leslie.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, we will now move on to information items. The first being the principal's report.
All right, so not a whole lot in my report at this time. Right now, as it stands, we are closing out the school year. There are a couple of things that I'm really proud to present to this team right now. I don't know if I mentioned at our last meeting or not, but as a result of our diligence around giving the STAR assessment, the district was able to identify, we had 18 total students who qualify for accelerated math. Now, what that means is that they will take a summer program. We had six soon to be seventh graders and 12 eighth graders. So they have all been filled out applications to attend a summer accelerated math program that will be held at Sutton Middle School. And after that course, they will be able to come to our school next year and take accelerated math. So those 12 eighth graders will take algebra next year in middle school, which they can earn a high school credit. And that puts them on track to be able to, start out high school taking geometry and then algebra 2. And then, they could finish with calculus, which just opens up the floodgates for them as it relates to going to the top tier colleges in the country. So I'm really proud about that and wanting to keep that going. We do have a high school certified math teacher that's on our staff currently. I will also take those same students because I've been able to hire a high school certified science teacher, and those same students will take physical science while in eighth grade, which again will give them another high school credit. So we're talking about those kids next year going into high school with 2 credits, which means so much. It really does, because it allows them to finish high school early and be able to take dual enrollment courses if they choose while in high school, which saves families money because kids now can get college credit while in high school. Then you can go to college needing fewer credits. So it puts our kids ahead of the game. So I'm really, really proud about that. And I'm really excited to continue that pipeline of having more students involved in accelerated math while in middle school. In addition to that, we had a beta club last year. We had 14 students who were inducted into the National Beta Club, which you have to have a 3.0 GPA and a proven track record of good citizenship. As a result, this year we have 69 students who qualify and who have been invited to our induction ceremony, which will take place next week, I believe the 24th. So very proud that that number has increased. So we have 69 total, students with that 3.0 higher GPA and a proven track record of good citizenship. So I'm really excited about that. In addition to that, we are very near to being 100% staffed for next year. We do have just a few vacancies that we are working to fill, none in core areas. So I'm excited about that. I did hire an engineering teacher. So we will begin our engineering program next year. A young lady, Natasha Eppinger, who really, really impressed myself, our district STEAM coordinator, and Ms. Donna Davis were part of that panel. So we're really excited about getting that program started and lifted off of the ground on next year. And then the final thing I would like to say is we are finishing up our Georgia milestones testing on Thursday. will be the last day as 8th grade students will take science. And then we will do makeups on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday of the following week. And that will conclude Georgia milestone testing. Testing has been really smooth this year. I want to give a shout out to our head counselor Green and our assistant principal of curriculum and instruction, Mrs. Lamont. They've done a great job of making testing a seamless process, along with all of the other staff members who play a role in that, Ms. Bright and a lot others. Ms. Rolfe, who's giving the assessment, so on and so forth. So really excited about those things. As we close out the year, we are in the phase right now of really planning for next year. When I say planning for next year, you know, some of the things that we want to do is bring our staff back early to really get prepared for, you know, what's in front of us next year. We want to bring people back at least 3 to 5 days early to really dive into curriculum planning for next year, really creating our assessments, our instructional calendars, getting our classrooms set up, because the first day of school is on a Thursday of this year, and 2 of the pre-planning days the district has taken up. So we will, you know, set funds aside to pay our staff to come in and get ahead of the game. And I think if we can get ahead of the game from the beginning and already know what we're doing for the first unit, first month of school, we can stay ahead of the game as the year progresses. So we will get with our leadership team and see how interested our people are with coming back early, with the nice healthy incentive involved in that. But I'm excited to get that going. So yeah, as you can see, just I really want to finalize our plan, our strategic initiatives for next school year, which you guys already know. Climate culture, quality of teaching, literacy. We'll have an intervention block for the first 45 minutes of every single day next year. 2 days will be for literacy, 2 days will be for math, and there will be a district provided curriculum that goes with that. This is an initiative through our district to address learning loss. The last thing I want to tell you is about summer school. Assistant Principal Green and Dr. Vincent are our summer school site leads. And as it stands right now, I think today they told me we have 412 students who have opted into summer school, which is a good number, right? Our kids need to be here. So we have 412 students who families plan to send them to summer school. I'm excited about that because those 412 students will have the opportunity to address some of the learning loss that took place due to COVID. And so we'll make sure that they have a quality experience for the first part of the day. And then the last part of the day, it will be focused on STEAM through After School All-Stars, who's our partner for summer school. Outside of that, I know there's a lot of other things that I could be telling you about, but we're still just in the middle of planning everything and making sure that, you know, we are ready and prepared for next year. Any questions for me?
I have a question about the summer school. I'm trying to, how do I go about enrolling my son in summer?
There is an online process, but if you just call up to the school tomorrow, call up to the school and ask for Miss Green, AP Green, she can she'll do it for you. Is that accurate, Ms. Kirkpatrick, or is there anything else she needs to do?
Yes, you can do it through your parent portal. If you know your parent portal information, you can do it. You can self do it through your parent portal. If not, then just give us a call at the school, and we will definitely get you enrolled. So between Mr. AP Vincent, Dr. Vincent, Ms. Green, Assistant Principal Green, or myself, either one, we can help you.
Okay,
Make sure you call tomorrow though.
Because I tried to get my parent portal. and I couldn't get the parent portal straightened out. They were supposed to send me an email to reset my password, but I still haven't gotten that email yet.
Yeah, you can definitely give me a call tomorrow, and I can help you get that taken care of for sure. So let's just do that anyway. So give me a call tomorrow. My phone number is 404-802-6111, and I'll help you get that straightened out. And that's for any parent that's listening on YouTube as well. I can help you get your parent portal straightened out, and then we'll also get you registered for summer school. The deadline for registration is this Friday, so we have to make sure we get it done urgently.
Yep. So I know when
Okay.
it's put, so it'll be 413.
You said 413?
No, I'm just saying that'll be 413 students who will be signed up for summer school.
Yes, I need to catch up on a lot of learning he missed, doing this virtual learning process.
Right. Yep. That's true. So definitely give us a call so we can get that squared away.
Okay, I'll call you in the morning.
Any other questions?
All right. Do we have any announcements? I have a small announcement. I got a chance to speak with the CEO of Atlanta Tech Village, specifically about their 5 and 10-year plans about building a more connected tech community. And I know it's one of the tech community's goal is to be a top 5 city alongside Silicon Valley. So I said, well, have you thought about what programs you're integrating into the middle schools and high schools? It's like, no, we haven't thought about it. And so we have some ongoing meetings on the calendar to start to get some programs rolling. Specifically, I mentioned STEM competitions, with them being able to offer the judges and also offer some strategic plans to the teachers. And so that is already approved. And so hopefully this will be a start to building more communication among schools and the tech community in Atlanta, because it's needed. It's where the future is going. It's where the future work is. And, our students need to be able to have access to those resources right now. So.
Absolutely. They do. It's a big move.
Awesome.
Yep. It is. All right.
It seems like we have one public comment. Is
all I
that
see
right?
is, I just see somebody saying, "Hey, y'all." That's all it is.
Okay. It says it on the agenda, public comment. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll move on from there. It seems we've reached the end of our agenda, but definitely not the end of our work. Is there any additional business at this time? Any last minute things to say? I guess to say how amazed I am of you guys for doing so well with so little to work with, and it's been a pleasure. If anyone has anything else to say like that, like touchy-feely, good wishes, blessings, feel free, because we're kind of 20 minutes to go.
I would just like to say that the news that Principal Garner gave us in regards to the 8th graders and the 6th graders taking accelerated math is awesome. That propels our kids to be prepared for college math, including calculus, because they would have been prepared through high school. So that's an awesome fact about John Lewis. And also increasing the membership in the Beta Club.
Yes.
69 students is wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'd like to thank him for making some positive changes to the culture of the school as a whole. It's definitely noted, and I think it's felt through interaction with teachers and students. And you've been a positive addition to the John Lewis community.
Absolutely. I second that. I went and visited the school last week, and I hadn't been there in like almost a year. And even the energy with the artwork, and it felt like a new beginning. And so I second that and reiterate that it feels good, and it feels empowering to join a team that's everyone's putting in the work and has great optimism towards what we can do for our students. So really good job, you guys.
Awesome. And Mr. Garner, I had a question text to me asking if the students are keeping their computers for the summer.
Great question. We just received notification that if you are attending summer school, you will be able to keep your computer. For all students who will not be attending summer school, we will be sending out communication to collect devices. So,
Thank you.
Right.
And I want to say, I'm getting a lot of text messages about things I forgot to mention that we're doing. I do want to raise that we do have a partnership with the Atlanta Falcons, and so we've had 2 or 3 sessions where the Atlanta Falcons players, one being Mike Davis, who
Nice.
actually was a student at West Fulton, which formerly was John Lewis. He was actually one of my students when I taught
Oh, nice.
math. Yeah, so really proud of Michael. But he actually read to the kids and a couple other players. We have been doing what we call the Pride Awards for our students every 6 weeks when progress
Mr.
reports.
Garner,
Yes, ma'am.
you said the student name, the Falcons player name was what?
Mike Davis.
I know him and his whole.
Okay,
You know Mike's dad. You know Mike.
that's Jalen.
Mike.
I know his whole family.
Yep.
That's my son's cousin.
That's your son's what now?
I said that's Jalen Oliver's cousin, my son's cousin.
There you go.
Mike.
Yep, I know Michael Oliver and all them.
Right. So it's a
The whole
small.
family, Mike, Sam, his uncles and aunts.
There you go. So it's a small world. So when back when I did teach him, Mike, he's just real quick. He doesn't seem to have changed, man. He was just a good, wholesome kid, even back when he was in the 7th grade. I think he transferred that following year. So we didn't get to coach him when he went to West Fulton. He left and went to another school. But I'm not surprised at all because he was just a quality kid that stood out even during that time.
He really is.
Yeah, really is a good guy. So that he actually read to our kids. We have I was saying the Pride Awards, which we honor all of the kids who have made all A's and B's, but also kids who show our core values: perseverance, respect, integrity, discipline, excellence. Teachers are able to select one child that may not have all A's or may not be on the honor roll, but they are celebrated during that time. We have been, of course, you guys know, having the food drives where we are feeding the community. We also are feeding our staff once a month. Our PLCs, our coaches have begun to receive training on the CT3 model, which is the real-time teacher coaching, which I'm really excited about that work because what it does is allows the coaches to connect with the teachers and make adjustments in time, right? So it is things that need to be fixed, we fix it right now and not wait until the next class period or wait until we have another coaching session. So I'm excited to expand that work to the entire staff come next year. We have our 8th grade celebration coming up. It's going to be a really big event. Some really good things that Mr. Fuller, another AP, is over. And he's doing a great job with that. Parents, if you haven't, we have the parent survey that went out. I need more parent voice. We did the parent town hall meeting last week, and we got about 16, I believe, parents to fill out the survey. It is on the website, I believe, Ms. Bright, the parent survey.
Yes, it's going to be under the Title I tab, which is under parent and students.
But I need parent voices as to what you want to see here at our school, things that we can do to help you and to get you more involved. And I think that's about it. But I want to say, just as a first year principal, winding down, I count this year, but next year will really be it. But just want to say thank you for just helping this, become a seamless process. We were able to jump right in and go right to work with this team. We haven't been behind on anything, or when the district has come out and says you guys need to upload this or to do that, we've been in compliance, and you guys have really been thought partners with me throughout this journey to make sure that our budget and our initiatives are what, are an accurate depiction of what you want to see here for our students and for our school. And so I am the principal of the school, and I'm very proud to be that, but I'm a principal who understands and knows that it is about you, and it is about the kids, and about you and how we can come together to make our school the very best it can be. So thank you for a good first year, and I look forward to many, many more good years. All right.
Awesome. Well, with that said, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I motion to adjourn.
Oh, was there something? Okay, a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor, please say aye. Please don't raise your hand, but any abstentions? Please raise your hand. You guys, beautiful people, have a great summer and year, and we will talk soon. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Good night.